And we're back, friends, with the Eternity of the Pillars. Which means on the Discord, I'm going to be setting up a new poll. And yep, we're back. New adventure. And this one doesn't require a control. Yay! How much fun is that? What am I looking for? Eternal pills. Let's go into this strange new land. First, let's have a look. Difficulty. Alright, auto pause. Set them all. Graphics. I could do big head mode. Max that out. Alright, we're all good there. Difficulty. Yeah. I don't need tutorial. Don't want auto level. Turn off edge scrolling. Okay. New game. I play on normal. I know how to play this. I've done it before. This is not my first rodeo with this game. Obsidian Entertainment presents Pillars of Eternity.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night. their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
All right. Done. All right. All right. Lady character. Yes. And what should I play as? Almawa. Godlike. Olin. Elf. Or dwarf. I have never once murdered a squirrel in cold blood. It's always been in self-defense. I think I will go and be Umawa. Yep, big lady. And Island Umawa gain an additional weapon set or reduced better chance against prone and stun. I think I'll do that. Alright, so what did I play my first full playthrough? I think I was a druid. Wow, that is very colorful. Wizard, rogue, Ranga. Oh, I could have a pet. Think about that. Hmm. Yeah. Could always go barbarian as well. Chanters are fun. Ciphers are cool. Druids are great. I love the druids. Fighters are decent. Wizards are powerful. I think... I will... Um... Yeah, it's unfortunate. Choices. I'm debating between, because I know I don't get a rogue companion. Fighter and the wizard I get early. I forget which two are in the White March DLC. The second White March DLC. Yeah, but I don't have the DLCs on here, on Steam. I think... I'll go Ranger. Now the important question. Bear, boar, antelope, lion, stag, or wolf? Let's see. Bears take less damage. Boars can do more damage. Wolves do high damage and can get away from combat. They're all about the hit and runs. Stags have an AoE. Lions have a debuff for enemies. And antelopes strong against all their saving throws. I think I'll go with bear. And we'll call the bear Heed my call. Valamar. Put all the points into there. Put a couple of points into there. Make everything good. Okay, culture. Even more dex, more resolve, more intellect, more con, more might. 19 perception is stupid high. For a ranger, that's god tier. So I've got a +9 to accuracy, plus 27% chance to interrupt, a plus 27 interrupt, 18 reflex defense. Yeah. And we will... Let's go with Hunter. Now the colors. I like the blue. Now the hair. No. That's the one I'll have to go with. And your two colors will be... Let's go green and... brown. Now voices.
Eh? I've got this. Let's go.
They'll never know I'm here.
What is it? Leading the way. Finish them! Quick and quiet.
I'm here. Watch and learn.
Let's go smooth. Alright. Get some good sleep here. Now, names. Alright, name. What should I name my character? Hmm. Names. Naming is hard. Called you. Let's take a name from Trails. Vita. Trails of Cold Steel. The caravan master finishes addressing the group. His bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. But see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Modema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfil, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. Sparfil nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
What are those
Nothing
ruins?
you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Who did build
Got
the
different
ruins?
names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Dangerous
Not
out
if you
here?
hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
What kind of weather did they
This
get out
time of
here?
year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a Beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
I'll go see about those berries
Hold
then.
on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travellers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armour-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without a blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own this time. The woman looks up on her own time. She needs to find some springberries. Watch that she doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beowick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Alright, my inventory. I have my bow. I have my bear.
Sure.
Caravana.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Hey. That voice is familiar.
They'll never know I'm here. Easy does it.
You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He is transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to
Who are
take a
you?
look. I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
Yeah, we might as well try. My thoughts exactly.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Why'd you move all the way out here?
Because it seemed friendlier than Raid Saris? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
Sounds reasonable enough. Tell me about the Adir
It's not as
Empire.
big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Rayed Saris and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire, a fact our companions are quick to remind me of.
Let's see what you've got. Okay, you've got a hunting bow, range of 12, 11, 16 pierce.
Something else you need?
$14 to $21. It's a bit slower. The crossbow is the slowest. Light armor would be much better. These tall glass green pillars appear as if they have sprouted from the earth. The flickering fire sets shadows dancing within.
Consider it done.
I don't have any mechanics. Gonna make a small change. Set that. Yeah, that's much better. The fallen tree doesn't budge. Sap oozes from the jagged wind.
They'll never know I'm here.
And grab this. I've got a second lockpick now. Let's buy another lockpick.
Something else you need?
There. What did I tell you?
Let's head this way.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Very good. This path winds through a narrow canyon, back the way
We
you
shouldn't
came.
stray too far.
Grooves in the road mark the passage of hundreds of caravans.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Hey there.
Alright, go up first,
Hmm?
followed by
Yeah?
you. You go over there. There we go. Take
Sure.
that.
This is it.
I hear you're a pretty good hunter. Don't tell Sparfall, or he'll ruin his mouth clear to Gilded Vale, or he'll run his mouth clear to Gilded Vale, trying to convince you how much better he is. I used to hunt monsters for a living. Yeah? How was it you happened to come here? I risked my life and kept a lot of people safe in their beds, and no one ever so much as thanked me. Hazard of the lifestyle, I suppose. You had to expect it was a possibility, no matter how much you didn't want it to be that way. It's been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Redrick's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle, like the rest of the lot? Nah, I'm just passing through. It's usually the case with the big city just a little ways further up the same road. Where you headed? Probably wander for a while. I couldn't judge you for that. Been half my life. Just watch yourself. You get too far off the beaten path. These lands are wild, in more ways than one. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Adem will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixamiddle. But I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, so I'm here, and we'll see. Dimmer I've worked with before. Doesn't usually drive her out this way, but he's doing it for me. Tell me about yourself. Got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Deerwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Raotai and another in Adir. My sister in Gilded Vale, she's the only real homebody. What can you tell me about Deerwood? Not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of it. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. I'll have to ask my sister more about it. Alright, let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfield's getting me water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, and when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water.
Yeah?
Corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts in from it in putrid waves. A dark, crusted bloodstain besmirches the simple linen clothing. I got some free leather armor. Nice.
What a surprise. Sparful went hunting. At least he left the water. This is recent. Not...
Okay. You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kaliska waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparfield, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparful? Are you alright?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock and collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush! Hmm?
You go deal with that.
Hey there.
Alright. Good job, Bear.
Hey there.
And there we go.
Sure.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Mm-hmm.
And where is... What do I need to increase the damage? Spider legs and money.
Sure.
Hmm?
Hey there.
What you need?
I'm gonna change some of the... change that. Wait, did I? Um, change that. And then knock down.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Hey there.
Okay. Awesome.
Sure.
All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Hearden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. We have not trespassed. We merely wish to pass through. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Your courage is a mask. None of you has yet slain a true warrior. The man's brow creases, questioning. We have killed many trespassers like you. Your skills are sloppy. The wounds on these people are inefficient and off target. This is the work of untested men accustomed to carelessness. The man bares his teeth. He looks at Hierden, helpless, his eyes shut tightly for the killing blow. The man spits. We'll see whose courage is a mask. He shoves Hierden towards you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Hierden's torso. Hierden screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Get over there. You get over there.
Mm-hmm. Hey there. Mm-hmm.
Your enemy lies supine on the ground. Unable to rise, his companions are now sunk among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against the wagon amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bow, Odema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of the weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hierden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Hierden, topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hierden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. From your position, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hierden loose. Lurching to his feet, Theoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Theoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
Theoden's jaw tightens. He nods.
Sure.
And lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble.
Sure.
Hey, Lady Garen. You missed Theodore. Stretch. Yeah, I am playing a ranger. My character. Level 3 camping bonuses. Yay.
Sure.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Alright, enjoy your lurking. Windstorm, of a kind they only get in Air Glanfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glanfathan word is Bewick. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Who attacked us? Glanfathans. Those would be the hut dwellers Adema warned you about. Look to be fangs of Gulliwain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go over winter Wirrn, looking for fights with colonists. Poor Adema. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. The Glanfathans said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Adema would never allow it. But as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glanfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or... She glances down the passage beyond. Or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everyone else in our caravan? Kaliska's lips press together and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint. The wheels got a hold of them now. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. You don't seem too upset about all this. Kaliska looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking. because there's nothing else to be done. And because there's other people you care about who still need you. Let's get going. Theoden takes a step forward and his knee buckles. Before anyone can catch him, he stumbles to the ground, his cheeks striking the time-worn cobbles. On unsteady legs, he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky, like a sailor walking on land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
I hate to say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glonfathens were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either got to find the exit or a damn good place to hide. Kaliska's right. We have to press on. We don't know what we're up against.
I'll do my best.
Sorry, buddy.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Got some camping supplies. Zorip. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobbly elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Saurit. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your arms and stand still. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. Slowly back away.
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
Those symbols. Just like the tiles. The symbol of a patterned circle is inscribed on this pillar. An unlit brazier sits at its base. It could be lit if you had the means. Flames kindle swiftly in the brazier, winding their way upwards. This mural must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows a procession of Engwithans from all the Kith races. Almawa, Elf, Orlan, Dwarf and Human. They walk among pillars similar to the ones that span this chamber, each one topped with a flame.
Hey there.
Yeah, take that.
I'll teach you a lesson.
And now we get it. We've got Nance at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Take all the ingredients.
What's that muck on the wall?
Viscous and oily, this muck clings to anything it touches. A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down the wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the detail of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still show remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty. A gem fills the other. I need to find the gem.
Wait, do you hear that?
Small folio is torn in several places, and blood has soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. After a few rounds of dice, I've gotten my hands on a genuine Englyphian artifact. The fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing, as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging into some ruins. But if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Silantlis in the morning. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. Alright, one sec. Just checking a thing. Let's go do the thingy. Wait, I need to check. Okay. No rush. And we're back. Place the gem in the eye socket. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way.
What you need?
How can I help?
Yeah? Sure.
Worth a look.
Grab the treasures.
Sure.
Q.
How can I help? How can I help?
Oh, we going?
Hey there. Sure.
That looks weak. Could be a shortcut.
Then we go give this to the meat to Zorup. The Zorup's nostrils flare at the scent of fresh meat, and its eyes dart between you and the food. It creeps towards the prize, shoving the spear into your grip and snatching the meat with both hands at the last moment. Its gullet quivers as it devours the flesh in noisy chomps. It's just a regular hunting bow. A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. You set to work. The cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you'd expect. Sweat beads your forehead, and your muscles begin to ache. After several long minutes, you begin to see light on the other side. With one final tap, several blocks of stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through.
I could scout ahead.
What you need?
Mm-hmm.
See what's around the corner.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Sure. Sure.
Feels like there's a draft coming through that wall. Don't hear any sign of that storm either.
Show them how it's done! That looked like it hurt.
That was easy.
Hmm?
Hey there.
Keep focusing on that.
Hey there.
Spear spider leg. Need one of those.
Sure.
For enchanting. Grab the helmet. Grab them. Stash. Stash. Take their items. Yeah, I don't need to save just yet. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled azure and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick grey beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jut out like wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. One sec. I just need to... Okay. For an instant, then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull. Watching your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void, You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its walls lined with Adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end of a great pillar of Adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours. They seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or. At the base of the pillar now, you see a man, with a thick grey beard and a ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him, now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. You awaken to find your malaise broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Eden and Kaliska lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Alright.
Nice to see you too.
Grab the loot. Now let's level up. Go mechanics, athletics, stealth, law, survival, drop law. Get to level 5. Now my companion. I'm gonna increase his damage reduction.
Hey there.
Yeah. Massive structure is formed of stone, adra, and copper, and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with an unusual energy. Alright, now we head to the Valewood. Hydrate. Give me a moment. Let's grab a drink. I have returned. It's hydration. Cold, unfeeling hydration. Okay, where were we? We were heading to the Valewood. There's a ghost. Over here.
Hey there.
So that one. Indeed that. Bum, 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 bum.
Sure.
About 30%, 37% understanding of Zorops. Just put that helmet on. Stash. Stash. Music is so good. Yeah. I like this game. I think this was the first one of these style of games that I actually finished completely. Some bear on bear fighting.
Sure.
Ren,
You cannot venture forth while in combat.
No. I do have an autosave.
You cannot venture forth while in combat.
And we did.
Easy does it.
Alright, into stealth mode.
Yeah? So that's how it's gonna go?
Alright, I might not be strong enough for this area yet.
I'll be fine. Really.
Alright, we'll come back to that. Maybe if I go up to like level 3.
Sure.
Or maybe we rest. We have our nap. Now let's try this out.
Hey there. I'll teach you a lesson. Yeah?
Good. No. Yep. Alright. We are not ready for that.
Sure.
Level 3, maybe. Or maybe I need an extra party member. Or 2. 3,000 XP, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the stuff. Shattered pieces of a crate strewn across the dirt, along with a few muddy vegetables.
Well met, friend.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? Have to say, don't see too many Almao out this way. You headed to Defiance Bay? Lots of work on the harbor, I hear. He wipes his brow, turning to face you. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. What's your hurry? The man looks down at the tent and then at his hands. I mean to follow my own advice. Came out here on a hunt, me and a friend of mine. Thought we'd bring a stag home. To eat something other than bread for once. Came up on a bear. Instead, great monstrous thing. And Pearly, he didn't make it. I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, this forest's already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Where did you find this bear? In a cave a ways up that way. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life. What happened to your friend? We didn't see it coming. Nonton's voice shakes a little as he speaks. We were following a stag. Pearly, he saw something in the brambles, and we went tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. The beasts will take what they will, I suppose. And this time, Galloway's favor fell upon the bear. Who are you? Name's Nonton, born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. Luckier than Pearly, I suppose.
Bullseye.
Yay, we've got the young wolf bestiary fully unlocked.
Hey there. That looked like it hurt. That looked like it hurt.
And that was another crit.
Sure.
Grab all of that.
These aged walls appear to have once encircled this entire glade. Only a small fragment remains, and the stairs leading to the top of the structure have crumbled away. Examine the wall more closely. The heavy bricks are slick with moss, presenting a hindrance to climbing, but the stones themselves seem sturdy enough. Given the right tools, one might reach the top. You find a handhold upon one of the large stones and start to pull yourself up, but the uneven bricks and odd angle of ascent make the climb difficult, and after a short distance your arms begin to burn too fiercely. You are forced to drop back down to the ground. I don't have the tools at the moment,
Easy does it.
but maybe there's something up this way.
Yeah?
I'll teach you.
I have a bear.
Hey there.
Alright, well, you can hold on to that, but everything else goes into the
Sure.
stash. The young dwarf tending the stew looks up, startled, and as he sees you approach, he drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get her, you dogs, and make sure our new cook doesn't run off. Help, please help him. Yeah. One of the bandits gives Tenfrith a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Alright, go for that one.
Hey there.
Alright, both of you focus on this one now. Valamar's taking less than a single point of damage for the most part. $22, $20.
Hey there.
Right, you've got the fighter thing where you can regenerate. There we go. Take all the damage.
Yeah?
Good bear. You take that. Everything else to the stash. Everything to the stash.
Hmm. Great stew. For 150 seconds, that's 2 minutes 30.
Greetings.
By the flame, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Lady Girl. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels for the rest of my life. Or until they were bored with me, I suppose. I must get back home. I only hope they haven't hired a replacement. The dwarf looks aghast. Listen, next time you're in Gilded Vale, stop by the Black Hound Inn. I'll let Pasca know just what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. Oh, to be back at my oven again.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, so to get up there, I need either better athletics or some sort of climbing gear. Gonna try the stew on the bear fight again.
Easy does it. They'll never know I'm here. Hey there.
And the bear goes down. Not good. Alright. So, still no.
Sure.
Let's get out of here. Yeah, we were moderately successful. And how far away? Still got so much to do before I level up. To Gilded Vale.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
I might reconsider your lord's offer.
Nonsense. Gilded Vale is a perfectly suitable village for those who respect the Lord's decrees. Besides, you won't find a better offer anywhere else in the Deerwood these days, and you look as if you could use a fresh start. Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first, The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever conceived a Hollowborn child?
No.
Are you absolutely certain? Lord Raderick has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
Yep, that dude.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
Yep.
His
All is
lordship's
dead.
wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with the Biowak. Is there someone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Alright, before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. Here he guards you carefully. You'll want to mind where you mention that trespassing on Engwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Barath have mercy. We certainly have. I don't think so. Just as they finished, there was a Biowak. He polishes his spectacles on his sleeve. If you'd been that close to a Biowak, you wouldn't be standing here. Goodbye.
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Don't threaten me, little man. It is no threat, only a warning. Lord Radric will tolerate no threats to his kin, or those who live upon his lands. Grief will not make him more docile. What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Barath must be redoubled. What happened? I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Looking for anyone who can help me feel better. My condolences. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. Yes. Good dear. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. And Aloth.
You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an oath.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
What's going on? One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused, marking us even while he shelters in our village. Just goes to show what these fancy Adira type manners are worth. We don't take to that kind of treatment, not from foreigners, and especially not from Adirans.
Go on, say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cock's feather!
I love that line. I can imagine the just giant ass smile on Matt Mercer's face when he was saying that line.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. The 3 drunks scowl at you. And why's that? He's reaching for something, and since it's not a rapier at his side, it's either a wand or a throwing dagger, and you don't look ready to deal with either. They look at each other. One of the men gives the other 2 a warning shake of his head before turning to you. We're done for now, but this one better watch his step around here, because we're not going anywhere. With a final scowl at the elf, he turns to leave. As the 3 stumble away, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Actually, that was
fun. Then I
fun.
can't imagine you lack for entertainment in these parts.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath is sturdy and fine.
I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusor, at your service.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
Within ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious. What exactly did you find there?
A bivouac.
You survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
Just how did you manage to cross those 3 drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Yeah, you did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. That. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. For just a moment, he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes, and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. What are you doing in Gilded Vale?
Excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Power of plot armor. Yep. And you? I've been experiencing strange things as of late. I'm looking for an expert on
Indeed.
souls.
The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
His darting glance takes in the tumble-down buildings and the fallow, rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. You don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
So do I. Let's go
Excellent. I shall follow you.
then. Yay. And now we level up Aleph.
Yes?
Show me your spells. Kalikoth's Endless Grasp. Okay, you've got some useful spells already. Point of Law. And give you a point of Mechanics. Okay, and your new spell is... Chill Folk. Ooh, talents. Wait. Yeah. Grab Arcane Veil.
Indeed.
Okay. I've got that quest, that task to do. Late for dinner.
Well met, friend.
Hello and welcome to the Innkeeper Looks Up. Oh, it's you. Tenfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favourite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. She laughs. So what would you like? What do you have for sale? I'm sure you'll find something to your liking. We have the finest cook in the Deerwood. And I got nearly 1200 XP. Sell it all.
Trade. Oh. Could hire another adventurer. For now, I think I will, actually. I'll do godlike. Elf style godlike. I'm gonna make you. Alright, take care, Lady Karen. Actually, let's level up. Grab. Wounding shot. Actually, we'll switch to swift aim.
Hey there.
Ah, it's you, my savior. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets. My dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels.
Hello.
Yeah, let's grab a level 1 adventurer. Let's go with elf this time. Pale elf. We're making you a cipher. Ice Strike, and let's grab Continuous Grasp. Lots of brain, a little bit more hit points, bit of might. And plenty of resolve. We need intellect.
why not? Just leave.
Let's go.
Nothing will slip past me.
And we'll call you... Annalise.
Just say the word. Mm-hmm.
And who are you, then? Another fool come to answer Edric's invitation? Oh, great lord, had my sister run out of town after the boy was born. She was the only family I had left. Not sure where she is now. Blazes, I need another drink. There it is.
Welcome.
Like a room. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until its sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face is shriveled inward like mouldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps up and her eyes open. They're empty, and behind them is vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watcha! You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new, queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, your level 2 spell. We'll do Necrotic Lance and Mirrored Image.
Hi.
Now your Grimoire.
Just say the word. Yeah?
I have received confirmation that Lord Radric's heir was not born well. My lord has issued an injunction on all new homesteads until he can be assured that the village has been cleansed of all Eothasians and whatever other undesirables that have brought this curse upon his lands. It would be best if you left town as soon as possible. I would suggest returning to your old home. There will be no place for you here. You may stay at the inn until you can make the necessary arrangements, but I would not advise remaining long. I expect Lord Radric will be most thorough in his efforts to purify this place.
Goodbye. Talk to you. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bough that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with a new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing, electric surge of images, words, and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog. Her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives you a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear, or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
I think I survived the bivouac. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
You said souls break apart over time?
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
I need to understand something that's happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
Alright, and just checking. What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
What do you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a tuft of long whiskers that sprouts from one of her cheeks.
You should see old Meerwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
I want to know something about you.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
What is an animancer?
A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are. But the best of us? The best? Inspirations. Miracle workers. My parents were soul twins. Miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other, turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid. It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear. Of course, dear.
How are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
Yeah. Farewell.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Caldara closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of waiting. I was given the crucible of the soul. Aelwulf looks at you with through narrowed eyes. Are you alright? You seemed lost just now. Yes, I'm a watcher. His arched eyebrows recede into his hood. That is interesting. He gives you a sly grin. And I expect that explains how you survived the bivouac, In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Do you know anything about watchers? Only that they're rare, and they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions. As you just demonstrated. Let's continue on. The smell of pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall, his pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looks at you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
What are you talking about?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Aelwulf frowns. Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Adair. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
What was that about a dwarf?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
What makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? He looks at you a moment, his brow arched. His smirk broadens.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
Impossible. I don't drool half as much. So you're already familiar. Still, you'll have to forgive my curiosity. Around here, we prefer to turn a blind eye to our dead. Do you know what a watcher is?
Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
None taken. Good. They don't mean it personal when they hang folks here. I have to remind myself.
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Why was your headman hanged? Got involved. Redrick sent men down here the other day. Said they had it on good authority that someone in town was working with Kolsk, plotting Redrick's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so Swithin, that's my headman, he steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. He sighs and shakes his head, his eyes fixed on the tree. Bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting against Redrick, then for protecting me. What does your town have against you?
Pick the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Vathus worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the Legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Aelith glances at you and lowers his voice. You can see why I was eager to leave. Who's Kolsk? Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now. Probably will be till they catch him. If you're next to be hanged, what are you still doing here? He gives the half smile. Drinking, mostly. Point of fact, I'm on my way out. When's that coming in? What do I get? Just haven't figured where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Waidwen's legacy started with Waidwen. We could travel together. Where are you headed? Some place called Caed Nua. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
I seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
There's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Yeah, let's get going.
$17 and a half.
Alright, let's... athletics. Let's go all in on athletics. And increase rapid recovery. Do that. Done. Yeah, we've got to deal with...
Nice and quiet.
Yeah?
Hey.
Just say the word.
Lavaru beyond seek!
Do that.
Hey there.
Switch to that.
Aye? Lavaru beyond seek! Lavaru beyond seek!
There we go.
Sure.
Taking the bear. Now we talk to you. A figure drifts, suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur, twist in cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. You reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you have been struck a blow, head reeling as you tumble helplessly into a waiting darkness. Light blooms at the edges of your vision. You feel the sun at your back, and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know suddenly, but you have come a long way from the Vale, hunting deer. You are now standing before a cavern, and the darkness extends far into its depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering in your chest as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There is a roar like thunder, echoing around you. Fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back towards the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and there is a sudden, terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, fall. Your thoughts are of chaos, lanced through with pain. But in a moment of terrible clarity, you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. There is a great dark shape above you, and then there is more pain. The vision recedes, and you are thrown back into yourself with seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet, and the spectre lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, of confusion, of anger. I met him on the road, your friend. A sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I will find him, sees that he answers for what he has done to you. For a moment, the spirit seems to burn bright. It seems to burn bright, and your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exaltation, growing fainter and fainter, until you are alone once more. Vengeance from the grave. Alright, to Gilded Vale. A Deerwooden woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself. Or perhaps to her unborn child, for she is clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Hail and well met.
Well, finally, I'm starting to think. The woman makes a startled noise once she turns around and sees you. Oh, I'm sorry. I was expecting someone else. She gives you a cautious smile. Can I help you? Who are you expecting? My sister, Kaliska, is traveling with one of the caravans. She sent a letter before she came. She said she was going to pay her way by working as a guard for the caravan master. She always was a tough one. She pauses. I don't suppose you've seen her on the road. Or the caravan, perhaps? It's Master Odemus. The caravan was attacked and we escaped, but Kaliska was caught in a bivouac. Alfra covers her mouth with her hand, her eyes widened with horror. For a few moments she can manage nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. I knew. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Kaliska was always so certain she could take on any danger. Alfra sniffs. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I can't believe she's gone. If only I hadn't called her here. If I hadn't written to her, she might still be alive somewhere. Alfra's face crumples, and a solitary tear slides down her cheek. Why did you send for Kaliska? Alfra wipes at her eyes. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Kaliska as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in Gilded Vale has been soulless, empty. It's happened to so many mothers, and Lord Redrick, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor. She sniffs. With my Heartheld gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. I hoped Kaliska could help me. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being hollowborn. But she moved south to Unslog's Compass 2 seasons ago. The journey's too far for me. I can't make it as I am. But I don't have anyone else. Now, with Kaliska gone, more tears run down her face. Please, can you help me? I'll find Ranga for you. Alfra blinks, eyes wide. You will? Oh, gods bless you. Here, I'll give you a coin to pay her with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashions out of, well, I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be too much of a burden to carry back. Unslog's Compass is what we call the lagoon to the south. You'll have to cross the wilds to get there. That's what keeps me from trying it myself. She clasps her hands together. Thank you again, truly. You'll be saving us both. She sets a hand on her stomach, smiling through her tears.
This man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation, working out closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Gods keep you.
Can we help you? She looks to her companion, brows furrowing with confusion. Do you know this woman, Nonton? Nonton coughs. Yes, I think we met in the Valewood. I warned her about the bear. He inclines his head. Glad to see you've made it. Was there something you wanted? You two are in good spirits for people who've just lost a friend. That's unkind of you to say. I'm grieving my husband in my fashion. I'm only sorry I could not convince him to leave Gilded Vale before this happened. I'm relieved to be rid of this terrible place. That's all. It's cost me the greater part of my life, and now... I'm relieved to be rid of this terrible place. That's all. It's cost me the greater part of my life, and now my husband, and I'm glad to be free of it. You two seem to be in a hurry. Yes, I imagine so. Ingrid laughs. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and she looks at Nonton. Well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. Nonton reaches to take her hand. It's time for some new scenery, he says. Hydrate? I know what happened in that bear cave, Nonton. The color drains from Nonton's face. I don't know what you mean. I told you the truth of it. Are you accusing him of something? Ingrid looks to Nonton, touching his arm. If this is about the accident, we're both grieving Pearlie's loss, but it was a wild animal's doing. Nonton shakes his head minutely. You see a tremble in his hands. What would make you suggest such a thing? I had a vision in the cave. I saw Pearlie's last moments, as he lived them. I saw you cut him with a knife. That's not possible. Nonton stares at you. How could you possibly know? His hand falls to his sword belt. I left no sign. Nonton, wait. Ingrid raises a hand. I don't know what you saw in that cave, but this isn't what you think. Pearlie, my husband, he was as much a beast as that bear. I tried to leave the first time. I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. She looks away, expression pained. Nonton, we met, and I knew I found someone special, someone kind, who cared for me. Please, all we want is to leave this place, to start somewhere else. She looks down at the satchels. We've some coins saved up. You could have it, if you'll only let us go. Keep the money. Use it to start your new life. Ingrid blinks, surprised. Then thank you. Truly. I'm glad you understand. Only here, take this at least. Hope it brings you luck. She looks to Nonton, smiling. We have a long journey ahead of us. I wish you well on your own travels, stranger. We won't forget this. Take Soul Shock.
Fair. We know there's more grain in there, Trumbull. We won't settle for scraps while you go fat on our crops. A muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door gets a shot between the eyes. God see me, Sweeney, I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back, Trumbull, and we'll have fair prices, so by the flame, we'll have a reckoning. Um, 13. Let's go to the Black Hound. First to the smithery. This Almama man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dark sky blue of the deeper oceans. His thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face, coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike.
Hello.
He grins, revealing a row of pointed teeth. Welcome. Good to see a lovely face. Is it armor you're wanting, or a good blade? This your shop? That it is. Been here near on 20 years now. Seen all manner of things over the years. Good luck and bad. Tuatonu glances at the guard standing watch along the wall.
but the Black Hammer smithery remains. What do you have here? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but we've fine weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. I've been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now, and haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. All my workers ran off with the wagon themselves, maybe to make some coin. Tuatanu snorts, as if that lot would dare. He's right about the bandits. The dire situations in villages like this and the exodus to the cities has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous sorts. Tuatanu scratches his jaw thinking. If you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for a supplier wagon, or my shipment at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow, I'd expect. Only good road for it. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, Lord Redrick. Tuatanu glances at the nearby guard. And that's as it should be, but it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. Where was the wagon traveling from? We send the wagon up to New Hioma with weapons, and it swings round through Logholm and the like to purchase supplies. Shorter straight back is through the Black Meadow, and then north through the wilds. Tuatanu shakes his head. Heard a trader come through with word they'd made it to Logholm, but haven't heard a thing since. I'll see them back safe and sound. I appreciate your trying anyhow. You bring back the supplies, at least, and I'll have much more to offer you. A discount to start. And if you do find my workers, give them a good smack upside the head for me.
Good day to you.
I'd like to see your wares. I can't afford any of that. Take a pry bar as well. Head to the inn.
Greetings.
Anybody upstairs?
I'll have it in no time.
The work of a moment.
The hound stares intently at the covered window, head cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a low note, tail wagging slightly. Dog's tail thumps happily against the floorboards. Gotta pet the dog. It's the rules. I am benevolent, rational, and honest. Alright. We're gonna head west. Actually, we're gonna go in here.
I haven't been in here for, must be 5-6 years. Used to be real nice. Bright. Warm.
A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted with pain.
How do you do?
I thought you were some... Never mind. Whoever you are, you've traveled a long way to reach a dark place. This temple isn't what it used to be. Probably for the best. Times being as they are. He groans and shifts position, wincing. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithful either. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. He regards you wearily. Maybe you'd have better luck. What happened to you? I was trying to avoid the spiders. He breathed a quiet laugh. Ran into a scolder. Might have gone a little better for me if the beast hadn't knocked the sword right out of my hand. Good blade too. Probably still lying there in the dust. He smiles wearily. But I'm not. So that's alright. It's not a bad wound, I think. It just hurts. What are you doing down here? Man points a finger upwards. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Eothas, the scattered god. A grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over the Dyrwood. From Red Xeris even. Not so much from Red Xeris these days. Until the war, of course. And then you'd get some of the stubborn ones. The ones that couldn't get it through their heads that their god was dead and gone. Lord Redrick allowed them to worship? Lord Redrick would clear out the place from time to time. make arrests. It wasn't until the legacy that he started losing patience. Sent his guards in to put the priests to the sword, bring the place down, burn some of the books, and that was that. He looks away. Go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Redrick decided he'd been too lenient on the Ephesians. He had his people go in, put them to the sword, left them down there, buried under a heap of rock. After that, Redrick ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that, up until recently. Lord Redrick hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven, and the legacy will end, see? He smiles wryly. But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded. That's where you come in. Vertan licks his lips. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that, chopped down in their god's house. Doesn't sit right with me. If you could get down there, find their remains, maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. Vertan breathes out. No small task. There's coin in it for you if you need motivating. Alice's cautious expression softens. A pleasant surprise to see that someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. I take it you aren't supposed to be in here. Vertan laughs bleakly. Oh, I meant to be in and out, nice and quick. I'm not hurting anyone, it's just Lord Redrick's forbidden anyone from having anything to do with the scattered god. It'd be a little harder to explain to him than you. It's a good cause though, isn't it? And you could make some coin in the process. I'll find them. Then by the flame I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long it's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priests would have been down on the lower floor. And they'll still be there, if there is anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, trick sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out, and take care down there. Wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up with some.
I shall be discreet.
Alright, take care, Millie Mixie.
Shh.
Curses!
Lava will be on. Seek.
parchment is worn and tattered, and the ink is upon it is faded. In this time of hardship, must have just as much faith in ourselves.
Sure.
Quick and quiet. I'll teach you a lesson.
Hi?
Lava Aru beyond seek.
Yeah?
Hey there. Hey there.
There we go. This pile of furniture is branded with scorch marks. Ask Brother Edric to carry this letter forward to you. Travels to New Hiamar, come morning with him, goes what coin I have. I hope it will ease the surprise I have an unexpected homecoming, for I mean to follow in a few days' time. My village is much changed, and though I do not wish for you to worry, I do not feel it is safe to remain. I know Rectrix Obrica will not approve, but whoever sat here left in a hurry. Ink has dripped all across the scroll, obscuring its contents.
Sure.
You should see this.
Nothing will slip past me.
Alright. Visitors onto the ritual floor. Rectrix Obrica says redemption for even these. Forgotten struck the largest spell first rather than the second. The rest is illegible. Could...
Kind of stuck over here.
Just say...
Keep it together. Not too long.
Yeah?
How may I help?
Alright.
I'm slowly dying. The poison.
Yes?
Hey there. Show them how it's done!
Now I think we take a rest.
Hey there.
And for now, I think I'll call it a bit early. For now, yeah, finish up for today. Well, not today. I'll finish up for now. I will be back on again later tonight with Etrian Odyssey 2. Um, um, yeah. This has been the start of Pillars of Eternity. It's going to be a long playthrough. But we'll be done eventually. But for now, I'm gonna call it here. Probably go raid. I know who to raid. Guess actually somebody's playing this. Yeah. Let's go raid to let's raid this one. All right. I feel like saying hi to this person. They've raided me. It's only fair I respond. But yeah, thank you again, everybody, for joining me for now. Yeah, I'll be back on later tonight with Etrian Odyssey 2. I'm not sure what we'll be doing in that, but we'll be back later on. For now, take care, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.